open market, no salary cap. NBA suddenly becomes baseball. How much does Giannis get? He signs the next contract. What's the deal?
$1 billion.
How much annually?
$1 billion.
I think it could be too.
I don't know. I mean, Mahomes just got $500 million. So
yeah,
I mean, this guy's playing
insane, dude.
Yeah, I mean, of this last draft class, obviously Williamson and Morant, I would give both of them 10-year deals. I've seen enough that I would give both of them 10-year deals. Of the guys that are young in the league, Tatum, Giannis. I mean, look, inevitably we're going to forget somebody. Luka. People are going to say, what about? But I mean, these are the ones that
there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of good players in the league right now. And by the way, I wonder if the NBA will ever bring that back. Those 7-year deals. Will the Players Association ever fight for that to come back? And I do wonder, with everything changing right now due to the pandemic, when you think about the next CBA, whenever they actually fully renegotiate the CBA, whether it gets ripped up this year or whether it's in 2024 when the current one is up, will the players and the league at that point decide we need to future-proof our CBA in the event of another pandemic? And no, what I'm getting at is have deals be a percentage of the salary cap rather than be set money amount. So
that may be so, but
I wonder if that could happen. I wonder if some players will want the option of having longer deals too, because the problem with the long deals in the past is by that 5th, 6th, 7th year, either the team's getting screwed because the guy sucks at that point, or a player is getting screwed because his deal is worth so much less than it would have been had the deal been based off percentage of the salary cap. So I just wonder if maybe players might want that at some point.
Here's what I would say. The big reason that you're fine with the contract length and we won't have that in the NBA again is because they're guaranteed. That's it. Football's not guaranteed. Look, but Alex Smith just got injured right after he signed a big deal, and then he's gone. And who knows if we're going to see him as an NFL quarterback again? I mean, look, we hope Mahomes makes all of that, $455 million, and we're getting to watch him play football for the next 10 years. There's a really good chance he doesn't see a huge portion of that money. That's the difference. In the NBA, you sign for $120 million. Guess what? You get $120 million, hell or high water. Tobias Harris is going to get $180 million, whether he sucks or not. You know what I mean? Whether he makes an all-star team or not. Whereas NFL players, you could keep in mind, Cam Newton's playing for pennies this year. This guy once signed the biggest contract in NFL history, did Cam Newton. And so you don't get to, I would much rather have the guarantee. Much rather have the guarantee than years and possibly more money like Mahomes has, because the chances even Mahomes collects that entire $455 million is so low.
And with Mahomes, the deals obviously can go up to $506 million, but up front, like today, only $63 million. Only $63 million. Only $63 million. Who am I? Warren Buffett? Mahomes, it's like even the $141 million in guarantees is over the full 12 years. Yeah, but right now, today, it's only 63. But like NBA and NFL and MLB, like it's amazing how drastically different the salary structures are in each individual league. And, for NFL, in some ways, I kind of understand, considering, how quickly players flame out a lot of the time because of the increased injury risk, because of the nature of, the NFL, football being, more violent sport with more collisions and everything like that. But it's like, it sucks that it is that way.
It is fascinating.
You sign a deal, it should be guaranteed, but it's just, it's a complicated issue.
It's fascinating how different they all are. And Bobby, you're a big baseball guy. You know this. I mean, they just crap on their young players. It's awful. It's awful the way baseball works. Chris Bryant makes $600,000. He's a freaking MVP. It's crazy. It's insane. Like, you don't get money until you're, in many cases, not worth the money you're going to get. I mean, I'm a Cardinals fan. Albert Pujols got $100 bazillion from the Angels, like, after all of his prime years. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy the way it works. And like, he had so many years where he's getting paid less than $1 million and he's the best player on the team.
Ultimately, NBA probably, the NBA does do it better for the players than any other league.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. And that's why, like, when it comes to resuming play here and why a lot of players feel urgency to play is because you don't want to have that CBA ripped up and renegotiated. Like, I like, this isn't like, I don't want to like instill fear here. Like, we don't know what a new CBA would look like if it were renegotiated. But the fact is that the owners in the league would have leverage here if a new CBA, if the current CBA were terminated and if a new one were renegotiated. If you're renegotiating that during a pandemic, it would be bad news for the players. We don't know how bad,
right?
Because the players are starting in a good overall place right now.
Well, hey,
but I would worry if that were to happen, how the ripple effects it would have over the next, however many years.